2016 NBA draft breakdown of Wade Baldwin IV. He's out of Vanderbilt, point guard, 6'3", 6'4". Grew up in New Jersey, bounced around a few high schools, 14 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 43, 41, and 80. He's a nice player. What has people excited about him the most, though, is the measurables. 6'4", they're saying 202, 6'11 and a quarter wingspan, and an 8'4 standing reach. Let's get a breakdown of his overall game here. When he gets going downhill, he is real. Saw him against Kentucky, Wichita State, and LSU in these breakdowns. 2-footed jump coming into the lane there. You'd rather have 1 foot. You get better elevation. There's the pull-up jumper, and that's going to be the question mark, is can he become a good enough shooter? As you see, he misses both of these. We'll dig into that more. But when he wants to get to the basket coming downhill, he gets there. Open floor, to the rack, scoop and score. Against Kentucky, to the rack. That's big time. That's NBA skill right there. He's quick, gets there, misses this time with the left hand. This one's going to be a goaltending. So when he gets downhill, he's bona fide. Does he get downhill more often in the college game or in the NBA game than the college game because there's space? It's possible. Nice pass in that last one. Does get a little loose with the dribble. Here's a turnover. This time he gets a bit out of control. Let's take a look at the shooting. I didn't see much catch and shoot other than this right here. And that was short, but he turned out to be pretty good. 62.3% effective field goal percentage on his catch and shoot. Off the bounce, he was not as good a shooter. 34% off the bounce shooter last year at Vanderbilt. And that's going to be the question. With his ability to get downhill, if he can make shots like that, then you've really got an offensive scorer. But it's not something he did well. In the pick and roll, you saw him right there. He only shot 32% off pick and rolls. And so most of these you'll see are passing opportunities. Driving, dishing. He can play the pick and roll game, and he's a distributor out of it. On the NBA level, have to make some shots. As we mentioned here, he gets inside, flipping the defense, gets to the rim, doesn't quite finish. He's not getting over the top of the defense with his athleticism, but he does use his height and his length to make passes that other guys can't. For example, that. Here he comes again, this time all the way to the basket, and he's just strong enough to draw the foul. Again, another pass that would be tough if you're smaller to make. This time turns it over. Usually very good at hitting the roll man. Isolation one-on-one player, he only shot 38% on the season. And again, sometimes the handle became an issue here. He gets picked. That was a little more open floor. This is a just pull up off the bounce jumper, and again, doesn't go. This time, though, he gets Ron Baker and just backs him up and takes him to the rack. Here he is again, retreat, go to work, power, and this time he gets stripped. His passing's good for a few reasons. One, he really zips the ball. He throws the ball with a lot of pace, which matters. Two, he hits the right time. And then he seems to hold the ball at times right there to create openings. He has a good understanding. And the non-obvious pass at times. He'll throw a pass. That's a beautiful entry pass over the angles. He'll throw up here, beautiful slip. This pick and roll, watch, he'll hold this just long enough for the defense to commit, and then he finds his guy, though he was a little off target with it. Weaving into the lane, and then throws this one away. Holding, conducting, nice give as he read the defense. I found his rebounding leaving a little to be desired, frankly. This time he gets it knocked away. More often than not, what I saw was a non-engagement. You'll see it here. He's in the middle of the lane. He's just kind of there. He's not really involved. I don't know if this is don't pick up any fouls, college basketball. Here he is again. He's in there. He's not really involved. That's a pretty regular occurrence despite the fact he grabbed 4. Now, the big question is his on-ball defense. He's 6'4" with a 6'11" and a quarter wingspan. So you'd expect he should be able to D. Moves his feet pretty well there. Here's against Jamal Murray, early draft pick, and his length bothers him. Again against Murray, trailing, able to get back in front of him, alter the shot. Did a nice job also ball denial on Murray in this game. Here's Murray again, coming around, reaching in. This time he fouls him. Murray again, and Murray's going to score on him sometimes. Catch and shoot, and he blocks the shot with that length. This is pretty encouraging when you think about a versatile defender. And these are important possessions here. Baker's trying to bump and back him. He's able to alter the shot because you're going to hope if he's strong enough as he gets beat baseline this time. Here he comes around again, gets crossed over. So his feet, he's not perfect. Here he is against Ben Simmons, number 1 pick of the draft. Cause him a problem, knocks it away, denies the possession. Shot clock winding down, stays tethered. Great D. Here's an important possession. So they switch. He's now got to play in the post. They try to bump and back him. He's holding his ground, not going to foul, shows his hands, just long enough to get help. And here you show his length to alter another shot. Pick and roll. Slides back to the guy he needs to when they switch. Good understanding. In the corner. Pick and roll. Got lost a little bit, but they defended it well. And here he has Murray down below, underneath the basket. Trying to defend Murray. It's a big-time talent. This is an NBA battle right here. And this time Murray got the best of him, never got his hands up to contest. That is Wade Baldwin, 2016 NBA Draft Breakdown. I'm David Locke. You can follow me on Twitter at Locked On Sports.